Tuesday, August 22nd, and we are home after our 2.5 weeks in Michigan. And as anticipated, even though I had some wonderful helpers helping me take care of the garden, there's a lot that I'm gonna need to do. So I'm recording this for my own information for next year, but also if anyone is interested in seeing a neglected garden that's been neglected for 2.5 weeks in the North Carolina heat, this is what it's gonna look like. So these are my 4 o'clock flowers. They bloom in the daytime, so they're not blooming right now. And then there's the bloom one day and then die. So that's probably prettier in the daytime. Beautyberry is turning purple and is huge. Canna lilies are still hanging in there. This is my cosmos, zinnias, dahlias, and peanuts. Peanuts are doing great. Cosmos basically are done. I gotta get those cut down. You can see they look pretty sad. Dahlias they're hanging in there. I'm hoping I can trim them up and maybe save some of those for more fall color, hopefully. I'm not sure they'll make it. Hopefully. And then here was the parsley that I planted. I let go to flower for the swallowtail butterflies, swallowtail caterpillars, which apparently when I was gone, my friend that was here said she saw like a dozen caterpillars around, and I was bummed I was missing it. And I came home hoping I might see something, but I literally just got home, walked out here and came over here, and I saw this butterfly right here, and right next to it was this chrysalis. And what I saw was what looked like the butterfly peeing, but I remembered after I saw it, and I didn't get it on camera, unfortunately, that's what happens when they just emerge from their chrysalis. And I first saw the butterfly, and then I saw the chrysalis and realized I just got here right after it had eclosed from the chrysalis. So I got a couple of pictures of him, the swallowtail butterfly. He was beautiful, and I got to watch him fly away. So unfortunate that I didn't get here just a few minutes earlier, but really glad that I got to see that. That was a great welcome home. And my cherry tomatoes that weren't doing very well and are falling over, but they're still producing, and so maybe I'll still get some as the season goes on. Over here, the sunflowers are done, and there was a big windstorm, couple big windstorms I think while we were gone, so things are blown over. And though my friends and neighbors came and helped out, which was so appreciated, I'm usually out here every day, a couple times a day, so that wasn't happening. I left the coneflowers here for the birds because the goldfinch love them, but I think it's time to cut those down. And I wasn't here to deadhead all my blanket flowers, so I got to get at that, and hopefully maybe I'll get some more color this fall, but everything needs water. There's sunflowers that fell over, a couple more coneflowers in there. There's a tomato plant back there. I don't know if that's going to make any, I don't think it has any tomatoes on it. There's a zinnia. The bee balm is done, and then the passion flower is taking over. I gotta cut that down. Butterfly bushes are not happy. Everything needs water, everything, grass included. But the passion flower flowers are still so beautiful. This garden's still pretty good. It's mostly just greenery at this point. This sunflowers, not too bad. Those hollyhocks, lots of leaves, but it never made flowers this year, so. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is my first real walk. I walked around the garden briefly this morning, but I flew home at 7 a.m. and had to be right to work this afternoon, or as soon as I got home. I was on my computer after 9 and worked all day. So I would have liked to have been out here, except it's still, what is it, still 91 degrees. It was in mid-90s all day, so it wouldn't have been enjoyable out here anyway. It's not fun right now, actually. But this is a mum that I pinched back and hoped that it would get big, and look how beautiful it's looking. So that should give me a beautiful show this fall. Cosmos, tall, sunflowers still. This Sun Patient is amazing. I bought it for the front and it didn't like it there, so I moved it back here, and man, oh man, is it happy there. It's just a small little plant when I put it in, just annual, but wow. I'll be doing that again. And then the ginger and the morning glories growing up into the neighbor's bushes there. No flowers yet, but it's done a night. I need to get out here and twine all these loose ones that are hanging out here everywhere. I'll do that tomorrow, maybe in the morning before it gets too hot. The ginger, if you could just smell this ginger, it's amazing. Amazing. Not a huge flower, but so fragrant. I've never dug up ginger because I don't really cook with ginger, but the ginger root is down there. I could dig it up. Brown-eyed Susans are just gorgeous. They've been putting on quite a show. The sunflower's still looking good, but you can see the morning glory going up and up to the top of the bushes here that are, I don't know, 20 feet tall probably. This garden's totally overgrown. I gotta change this out. These are too many packed in here. I gotta get these out and find better homes for these. Again, everything needs water really bad. So you're seeing a lot of these things with me for the first time. The morning glory is going up there, and this is that flower. I don't know what the name of it is, but it should be blooming white flowers that look like the purple asters, but they're white. And I don't know what it is, but there's buds all over it. So when that starts blooming, it'll be beautiful. Well, I did see this too. I had a cantaloupe in my vegetable garden over here that is over here. I don't know how that got there, because we typically don't have animals back here, so I'm not sure how that happened. Windstorm maybe. So here's some more 4 o'clock flowers that got blown down or fell down. It's interesting because they're all different colors on the same plants sometimes. Like here's yellow and pink on the same plant. Well, maybe not. Yes, they are. This is the same. Here's yellow and here's pink, and it's on the same stem. Interesting. There's a cantaloupe everywhere, and there is a cantaloupe. Oh, there it is. There's a cantaloupe down there, and then there's one over here. They're just crawling everywhere. And tomatoes, I never got any tomatoes off of these plants before I left. Hopefully my friends were picking them while I was gone. There's one down here that I should probably pick that and bring it in. Try that one. I don't remember the variety that was. They're growing up into the crepe myrtle tree. I picked the eggplant when I got home today. This plant is near the end, but there's still, this was the Brandywine. This was my favorite. I only got one before I had to leave, and it was really sweet. These cucumbers, there's another cucumber. The plants look really bad, but look, there's 2. There's 3. They hide. You look at them and you think there's none, and then there are. Here's another one. So I need to come out when I have 2 hands and pick these. I'll get that later because they grow so fast. I did put more seeds in before I left, but I don't see any that came up, unfortunately. I have a couple beets to get, and then strawberries. I don't know if I have any red ones in here. I haven't looked at those yet. Green ones. The plants are looking sad. I don't know if this irrigation is working. And my straw bale fell over, collapsed. This blew over in the wind, but there's morning glories here and tomatoes. They're still hanging in there. They haven't died. The root ball's okay. Look at the rice. There's rice growing. There it is. Look at that. How exciting is that? There's some more down here. Let's zoom in. Little rice. That is so cool. I've never grown that before. I think it's so pretty. I mostly grew it because it's so pretty. It's just a pretty grassy, decorative plant, but the rice obviously is not gonna feed us, but it's just fun. Yeah, it's definitely, irrigation's not working because that should be standing water and there's not. So I gotta look at the irrigation. So, oh my gosh, the basil smells so strong. If anybody wants basil, need to get rid of that. Tomatoes, there's the clematis. Wow. Oh, but then this, I'll have to show you over here, it was so exciting. The loofah that was like doing nothing forever. Well, here's my cream sausage tomatoes. I've picked the ones that were ripe. These are not quite ripe. But, and I got some purple peppers. I picked one for my friend Laura today. There's another one. And the black and blues, which I'd cut down, they're come on with a vengeance and fell over and are everywhere. The bird bath, I gotta clean, it's such a mess. And I've got the sunflowers up here where the birds are coming for, but all this greenery is that loofah that wouldn't grow. Now it's blooming its little heart out. It's everywhere. I gotta have to twine it up. It's everywhere. But you see all the blooms on it. They're so pretty. Oh, and then the moonflowers going nuts. I gotta stake those up. This is my volunteer grape tomatoes. They're doing good. They were later than normal this year, but they're producing. But I came up here because the loofah was coming up here on the deck. And look at what I found. I was so excited. My first loofah. So exciting. There's ants that crawl all over them. Apparently that's normal. I saw another baby one somewhere. I don't see it right now. But I was pretty excited about that loofah. Because again, first time growing it. So that's the backyard garden tour, such that it is. There's exciting things, but what I look at right here is a lot of work that I got to get to, cutting things down and cleaning things up. And I'm not gonna have time until the weekend, and it's gonna be too hot anyway. I'm sweating as I'm talking to you. So here we go. Happy to be home. Exhausted. It's been a long day. We've been up since 3:30 this morning. I was at the Detroit Metro by 4:05, on the plane by 7, and home at my desk by 9:15. It was a good day. It was a good vacation. It's always good to be home. Have a good day.